first and 10. Huntley, that's complete to his tight end Sprinkle. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
And 6 at the 29-yard line.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Here's Huntley. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Micah Kaiser was in on the tackle.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Huntley, and now he's going to use his legs. The 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
They will run it. It's McKesson. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
5 yards from the end zone, first and goal. Huntley to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his first touchdown on the year. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. A big seam, and he might go all the way. 20, the 30, 10, touchdown LA. Darrell Henderson, 81 yards. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
Gibson on the return. Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. J.D. McKissick, 84 yards. And Washington has taken the lead. We're seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone, as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's not easy playing the corner, is it? A lot of times you got to defend against the pass, but sometimes you have to play against the run. How about the job he did there, crashing inside to make that tackle for a loss?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, gone. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Van Jefferson, the rookie wideout, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Goff. Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
Different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables.
Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
From the gun, here's Goff. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
With this Washington.
Cooper Kupp had a big season in 2019. Also saw the emergence of tight end Tyler Higbee for the Rams. He really jumped up his game about the last month of the season. But when it came time to ring the bell and get into the end zone, the Rams still look towards Kupp. 10 touchdowns in 2019. Runs his routes with great.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are able to get back within a touchdown. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14.
Washington 20, Rams 14.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses them about 4 yards.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Come on now, let's do this.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Throwing on 1st down. Huntley. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Aaron Donald with a sack.
And there's another sack by Aaron Donald. No surprise to anyone. The 2-time NFL Defensive Player of the Year. He could have easily been the 3-time NFL Defensive Player of the Year. I'm not sure anyone in the league has a true answer for him. And one of the best parts about his game, the way he uses his hands. And he credits his high school coach for teaching him that hand placement early in his career.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Operating from the gun, Huntley. It's hauled in here by Edmond. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here's the Pro Bowl punter Tress Way on to punt for Washington, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Webster now to return. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Rams will go on offense here with the 1st and 10. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. Here's Goff. And Woods has it complete. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, L.A. Robert Woods, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams have tied the game with the extra point to come. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
At the 24-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
On first down, Huntley. Flush to his right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
To throw on 3rd down, Huntley. Isn't that able to bring it in? And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
That's good.
It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
They'll run with McKissick. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat. Complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. From the gun, Huntley. And he finds McLaurin. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 28. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll run on first down. It's Gibson, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Ball carrier.
Michael Brocker's in on the stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here's McKissick. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. A carry now for McKissick. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Taken in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle.
Up 2nd and 9 at the 49-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On the give, this is Akers. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
And it's 3rd down.
Now gone. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Ball carrier.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a 1st. Goff on 1st down. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, L.A. Robert Woods, 76 yards. And the Rams add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Huntley. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
First and
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now here's Inman bringing in the pass. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw, Huntley. Flushed out right. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They run with a former Buccaneer. It's Peyton Barber down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 6-yard line.
Once again, it's Barber. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
By Sampson.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Washington on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Buying time to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Samson Abukum able to run him down for a loss of 18 yards, and it will be 4th down as well.
A 44-yard down.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they enjoy this fourth quarter lead, starting out 1st and 10 now following the missed field goal. On 1st and 10, Goff. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Van Jefferson was the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Blitz coming, and and down he goes. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Number 17.
Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Rams add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they draw.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. The disaster there, I mean, you saw it coming. The pressure gets knocked down, the interception.
Sometimes the best throw you make is the one you
don't make.
Exactly. Take care of the football. He'll also learn how to shrug his shoulders, take the proper slide steps to alleviate some of the pressure.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. An 8-yard gain, so that gets them halfway there. Now they're left with a 3rd and 8 more.
Brought down at the 26.
The Rams on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he will not get what he needed as he stopped short of the 1st down at around the 22. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
9-yard attempt.
And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
35.
Now this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the 30-yard line.
Back to throw. Huntley. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and...
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the gun on 3rd down. Huntley. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
And a short gain down to about the 33.
23, Cam Akers, the ball.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Goff going to throw it. Then he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
17.
Robert Woods, 33 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Makes the score Rams 42, Washington 20.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Washington
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Huntley. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
35-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a play to catch.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41.
Cam Akers.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
41.
As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Going right back to Akers. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
47-yard line. It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Rams.
Throwing now, gone. He'll throw complete to Cam Akers. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Final score, Rams.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for